Hey guys, Mike Ellenis here with another truth for today. Today's reading is going to come from Job chapter 33 verse 14, and this is what it says. It says, "For God speaks again and again, though people do not recognize it." And I think about this and I go back and I'm reminded of 1 Corinthians 12:2, and this is what it says. It says, "You know that when you were still pagans, you were led astray and swept along and worshiping speechless idols." Now, Paul is talking to the believers in Corinth here, and he's reminding them that the one thing that differentiates between the real, true, living God and the false idols that they used to worship is that God speaks. Our God is a communicator, and he's always willing to talk to you. Now, Job, the verse from Job that I just read confirms this, but the problem isn't that God doesn't speak, it's that people aren't listening. And so I encourage you to think about the truth of the matter, and that is that God speaks. I've talked to countless people before, and they say things like, "Oh, if I could just hear from God." The problem is not that God isn't willing to communicate, it's just that we have to take the time to listen. Jesus even said in Matthew 4 verse 4 that man is to survive and to be nourished by every word that proceeds, present tense, proceeds from the mouth of God. That means that we are to be nourished the same way that we are when we eat food, by hearing the word that God is speaking on a daily basis. So I encourage you every day, in the morning, in the evening, at some point when you can find a quiet moment, to just sit before God in his presence and ask him to speak to your heart. The fact of the matter is, he set it up in such a way that we are to survive on the word that comes from his mouth. And if that's the case, then he will definitely speak to you in your situation. Now, I hope this truth for today has blessed your life, and I'll see you next time.